anyway with Malay. So yeah, here we go again. Good thing I managed to spot that scout because yeah, that would be sad to continue this game.
Yeah,
The
I
issue,
spent I
yes?
spent at least I, I spent at least an hour trying to fix that during the script off. So I know how much of a problem it can be.
The other issue I have noticed is the fact that building one of the first houses may result in an idle villager. And apart from idle scout, these are the only issues I had with this patch. So if these two are spotted or they never happen, I think the game is fine. All I need to do is just track Naga's scout right now and yours. But you use DUC for scouting, right?
Yes.
So it shouldn't be a problem, okay.
Shadow Scout does go idle, but only for a little short while in Feudal Age at this point.
Okay. Looks like the issue might be related to, actually it's nothing new. Everything is said or have been said already, I think, that this issue with scouts happens when it's related with deer pushing, because right now we can see him pushing deer while he couldn't start that before.
Mm.
Looks like your scout is fully functioning as well. So what I need to check is the fact if after the deer push, his scout is going to keep scouting. Oh, one of the features I noticed only Naga does is the fact that he uses his lumber camp villagers to build houses. It's actually interesting because if anyone attacks the lumber camp, you have some kind of an obstacle between you and your opponent, which at first mainly affects, I guess, Echo because no foot villagers are sent to build houses and there's less walking time, but on the other hand, you have some sort of a defense as a bonus. Unless that's intentional. Promi could say more.
Hmm.
Okay, looks like all the deer are pushed. Your scout seems to be working as well. Yeah, these are the kinds of super minor fun ideas as well. Okay, we like fun ideas, Promi. We like them. Is this intentional that these two houses are in a line?
Um, yeah, it's something similar, built next to the mill.
Okay. I'm asking because,
Speaking of
oh,
oh yeah,
yes.
go ahead.
I wanted to say that Promi's house has a gap between the lumber camp or the forest, while yours are one next to each other, next to the other. So it's using DUC X and Y as coordinates, right?
Yes.
Okay. I just thought that Promi's method of building these is not. Okay. Then never mind. My mind is split. Okay, looks like this time we have a really nice echo running. No idle villagers, no idle scouts. So it feels like we might have a good game. Probably being aggressive.
I'm really excited. Um, Arandi, what I was gonna say was related to fun ideas. It's true. I think you told me once that you wrote, what was it? More than 1,000 lines of code for how to build the first two houses. Is that right?
Well, you said about fun, and this was definitely not fun experience because I had no idea that lerp and cross existed. So without these, I was gathering X's and Y's of all my villagers, of my TC, and I was doing some math behind it to define which two villagers are closest to each other. Then I was getting somewhat uh, average point between them and doing a lot of math just to build first two houses. And yes, it took me around 1,500 lines of code, including empty spaces and some comments or chats. But yeah, 1,500 lines of code to build first two houses. It's been like a year ago when I was just starting, more or less. But yeah, I was proud of it because it worked. So even though effort was totally inefficient, but I think I learned a thing or two. But yeah, Dark Ages houses with this many lines of code, that's me.
At least you're dedicated.
You say it, of course. I'm running a tournament right now, right? I spent last 5 days running and watching games of all the AIs, almost all the AIs, against HD AI, 3 times per AI plus some resets if they were needed. So yeah, I need to sleep a little bit. And it's weird because I
So
had,
if and
yes, continue.
you can finish what you were saying.
I was about to say that it's funny because I'm going to work this week again. I had 5 days of free, 5 free days in a row. So let's say I had a long weekend of 9 days in a row, and most of them were spent on either scripting Sun Tzu or on watching the games of HDAI's games. So yeah, I'm pretty happy to go back to work and not watch the HDAI games, however it sounds. Anyway, less about me. Looks like Naga is putting a lot of pressure on Shadow. Let me swap point of view. So this is point of view of Shadow. He's researching Castle Age while having actually no army at all. On the opposite side, we have heavy feudal archer from Naga, and he already has like 8 archers here and more coming. But Shadow is going for fast castle, and he already has double stables. So if the Naga doesn't deal enough damage and gather their archers together, they might end up as a prey to knights. And about what you have said, Knight Panda, yes, I had more lines of code to build first two houses than you had in your whole Panda tutorial, I. So yeah, this tower is hope for Shadow, and somehow it seems to be okay. Promi just said that he has upgraded his AI after the release, but this one is wonky. And let's see how archers manage to fight these knights. One down, but two more are coming. No, well said.
How many
Okay.
how many spearmen does Promi have or Naga?
Right now, I guess none. So managed to push back the archer wave.
We'll see if Shadow's Knights can do enough.
I swapped to Naga's point of view, and he's going for a castle age right now. So it's all up to the damage that knights can do. TC should help a lot, but the number of villagers and archers crumble. Promi said that in 006, which is the current version of Naga, they suicide a lot. And here is the Spearman. And here's another one. So it looks like, yep, looks like Naga is adapting. And it's the best thing they can do. Okay, as I wanted to say, Promi said that in current version, archers suicide to towers too much. And Waddle said that I will have trouble explaining what I did for the past days, and maybe I won't explain it at all. So yeah, this wood line, if these knights will spot it, they could deal a lot of damage. Because
Mm.
right now it looks like knights are going forward, but once they end up in the range of TC, they go back. So Naga might use this for their advantage. And looks like he's doing this. Yep, knight down. Let's see if Shadow has any kind of siege. Not yet.
I'm not sure if Shadow will
Oh, look at this.
make any siege.
Oh!
So it,
Reminded me of something.
it's a fairly all in night rush
Okay.
that I'm experimenting with.
I mean, it's still a great feat because from what I remember, your main Shadow, let's call it like this, is an AI that revolves around archery range units. And this one is all in stables. So I think you did a great job switching totally your strats in the short time you had.
Yeah, I actually adapted this is the strategy that pocket players would use in team games. So I adapted it for 1v1s.
So it's a strat that is going to be used by team player Shadow, right?
Yeah.
That's nice.
But I think I've stopped supporting team games actually for Shadow, focusing more on 1v1s now.
Now, please explain me this mining camp.
Just wait. I gotta see what you're talking about on the
Yeah,
stream.
I mean, I don't want to do this actually. I considered stopping the stream and restarting it, but I think the delay will still be there. So yeah, you have a mining camp
Oh,
in a
the mining
base
camp.
of Promi, of Naga.
Um, I guess that's Shadow being confident that he can, he owns the area now.
Well, you seem to be really confident because you are building a second one.
Yep. I mean, they say confidence wins championship, right? Isn't that a saying?
I don't know, maybe. Tell me if you win the
I mean,
tournament.
yeah. I think it. Well, there we go. I've said it, so now it's a saying.
Okay, Promi said that sadly Naga makes no military. And the question is why? You have enough resources for spearmen. You could get the upgrades, everything, but for some reason they built monastery. I mean, monastery is actually a really, really good play here because if Shadow has only knights, you should be able at least to convert one of them at the price of your monk and fight back with the converted monk. So um, this is actually a good thing because in my opinion, Shadow hasn't dealt enough damage. Even this safe, yeah, safe lumber camp and a little bit far, but still a gold mining makes these units okay, deal some damage, kill a bunch of villagers, but your echo is still there. And if only you would use monks to convert knights, I think you'd be okay. But looks like they are going for relics first. But still, the game is not over. Right now, Shadow is killing a bunch of villagers, destroying a house or two, and some lumberjack camps. Is he going to convert? No, he's going for yet another relic. I really like these safe lumberjack camps. Oh, look at this.
Yeah, if Shadow can't find the lumber camps, it could be trouble.
I mean, I think Shadow is already in a trouble because Naga is producing elephants. Wait, what happened? Shadow surrendered. Is that
Ah,
a problem? Why? Why does that happen? What happened?
Shadow's resign rules are a little more aggressive, I guess you could say. I don't like watching. I don't like watching Shadow slowly lose. Um, and this particular strategy that he does is very all in. So he stops creating villagers after Castle Age. Once he hits Castle Age, it's actually not completely intentional, but it is the way it is. So the villager count for Naga must have just gotten too large.
It looks like Naga has doubled the villager numbers of Shadow. Well, could that be a trigger? Because it's exactly double.
Yeah, I think it was that.
Okay.
Anyway, but I don't think it was a little early, but I think Naga would have won this.
Well, with these elephants reaching the field and monks following them, I think yes. You would have to have a really, really strong micro to do something about this. Because, of course, monks and elephants are slow, but if you just go all in, there's no way to come back from it, I guess. Anyway, well done. Good job, Naga, and the game
Yeah,
was really, really nice.
GG.
Fair enough. Each one of you.
Yep. Have there been other restarts? I didn't watch all of the games today.
I think I had one restart, but it's been so many games that I don't really remember. Okay, these villagers are okay. The scout is still moving. ST Fireball is here, but from what I remember, he said that his strat is all in. He stops producing villagers at some point. You can clearly say more about this, right?
Yep. It is the result of one bug that has something to do with the build order for the fast castle, and it stops villagers from being able to be created after castle age is clicked.
So it's a bug.
So it is a benefit in the short term, because he gets more food for his knights.
Hmm.
So I actually think it could help in some cases since his strategy is pretty aggressive anyway.
Okay, I see. One thing about the map, the gold is all again forward, so it's good for you. And so far everything runs smooth. I need to check next house, of course, but for now it's good. I don't know what would have happened for you to spot this lumber camp, but if you would spot it with your knights, you would probably kill all of them because this is such a long distance before he can reach his town center. Maybe you will spot this,
Hmm.
who knows? Although I don't know how you decide where they should attack your knights, where they should go. Your
The Knights use TSA actually.
So there is a chance that they will attack it if they spot it.
Yes, if he's
Although
depending on which way Shadow scouts around the map, it's possible that they could find it. Oh, looks like maybe not quite.
the distance between this lumber camp and your TC is probably shorter than the TC and enemy TC. Promi has just realized his beautiful mining lumber camp. Actually, I can Marco Polo and see what Naga can see. And it's pretty weird because you can see all the forests and yet you have decided to move it over there. So yeah, you have to tell us what happened, not me.
Promi does Naga uses upbuild for his lumber camps, right? I thought I saw that.
If you would build this lumber camp not here but over there, you would have so safe lumber camps that only berries would be endangered. But from what I remember, you built a tower anyway, right?
Yes.
Okay. I mean,
It's always in front of the town, so
so you are most likely
it
to
might
have
not always.
all the resources safe if you do this in time. This tower should protect this whole approach. And from what I've seen, Naga was moving like this, so he should never, or is she? She should never reach this lumber camp, and most importantly, this gold. Although we once again have an idle scout, and it happens exactly at the same moment. So now I have a question to Promi. Um, is it possible for your scout to bug because of reaching enemy TC? Because it's no ready to restart. Okay. Because it feels like it's not a bug of the recent patch, and reaching Feudal Age actually released him. Okay, he's gone. Unexpected strip, they're looking at its LC. I have no idea what this now. Okay, so it's not a bug, it's a feature. And looks like Naga is going for stable. I'm looking at shadow perspective, so let me swap to Naga and see. And yes, indeed, Naga is making scouts. Rip is going scouts. I mean, if you would attack fast, these scouts are really nice. All you need to do is attack the gold mine, right? He can't make many knights.
SD. Oh, that's funny.
Wow, you have a really smart cat.
I wish I had a cat like that.
I wish I was like this cat. Imagine.
Wait, Rhonda, you're a fox, right? Aren't you?
Yes, I'm a fox, so I can't really become a cat now. It's too late.
Mm.
And looks like we have a scout rush, and he indeed goes after gold. I think so.
Oh dear.
So there is a chance, actually.
I'm not sure if Shadow
You
will.
have a group now.
Actually, I don't think that Promi scouted anything but the gold. I'm not sure. His scout ended up near the gold. Maybe it did.
You said that they didn't group, and I think that's because you had only two of them, because the first one, died to the TC. And the moment you had three scouts, the group was formed. At least that's how it looked like. But this gold being denied might be the key.
I don't know if Shadow will make spears or not.
Let me swap to shadow point of view. Wait, I thought he was going for a castle age. But now that he has no access to gold, he is 16 gold away from clicking up.
Um,
And the second gold is over there,
ne-
so there's no way to get it. And this is the third one. This might be a safe one.
oh, we need a hero villager to go out there and risk his life.
But it also seems like scouts avoid TC, so they are not going down anytime soon.
Hmm. Yeah, and with this build, um,
Okay,
with
they
this
start to
build, he
fight
doesn't
back.
build a market until later.
Right, you
Hmm.
have stable and blacksmith, not a market. Yeah, maybe once it's gone, they leave. But for now, it's such a big delay for the castle age. But these town center hits are pretty nice.
Well, Promi, I kind of wish you had chosen Japanese at this point, but it is what it is.
I mean, remember the Japanese have faster attack of infantry. So if Promi would go for spearman, boy, you would be so dead. Spearman? I
At
said
least I would be
spearman.
in Castle
Pikeman.
Age, though.
Yeah, at least that. But look, they're mining. Here's your hope. And she's going after the second.
Come
No,
on.
okay, she has loom. At least that. 9 left. Come on, guys. You're so close. Oh no, no, no. Look at this. They found it.
He
This one.
really needs he
He,
really needs a market.
he has a safe gold mine.
Hmm. I think that Shadow's gonna win this, to be honest. I think there's no way that Naga can win now.
No, really.
Uh, uh,
And it's
see how
ex
long it takes him to resign in this game.
Are you still there?
Um, am I? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Look at the scores.
Oh, it's the delay.
Okay, so sadly,
Good game.
Shadow is not going to win this one, but I am sure you have an idea what you could improve for next Prince of Arabia. And for now, I think we are going to say that's enough for Naga. And it's been 2-0